And in today's Artist Spotlight, from the heart of the Bay Area, Oceanography is touring the West Coast and making stops here in Idaho. Brian joins us right now in studio to talk about the sound and the music that the fans can expect. Brian, so great to have you here.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I appreciate the stop here in Idaho. We were just recently bonding about Northern California. Very transparently, I spent a lot of time there for work. So it's great to have someone here to talk about some of the landmarks with this morning. Which I know has an influence in some of your writing. We'll get into that in just a moment. But give us a little background, though, actually, of growing up in the East Bay. And I guess we'll just get right into it. How has it influenced your songwriting?
I mean, I guess the proximity to San Francisco was a big influence. So like when I was a kid, and we also had older sisters, so they would take me into the city and we'd see shows there and stuff. And yeah, I mean, just that really had a big influence. And also we had a good record store in town, which I wrote a song about called Rainbow Records.
Cool.
And my sisters would go in there and we'd look at all the records, and so I mean.
So your songwriting sounds really personal and nostalgic in many ways, which I know too. I mean, you've been praised for being really introspective, I cannot talk today, and very literary in some of your writing styles. So tell us about your writing process.
I mean, I guess you could say it's a form of therapy in some ways.
Yeah.
I mean, like any artist, I pull from my surroundings, but also, you know, life experience kind of contributes to that process as well. So I mean, that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah, yeah. So personal. So we get to know a lot about Brian then when we listen to your music.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, also I try to make it kind of applicable to others as well. You know, because you know, we all kind of share the same experiences in life, and some of the stuff might be a little esoteric and people might not necessarily know what I'm talking about, but I think there are other elements in the songwriting that people can relate to, you know?
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of art though, right? Is like self-interpretation.
Yeah.
So while you might be being a little personal and introspective about what you're sharing, there's always gonna be a thread that somebody can identify with.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what makes, you know, being vulnerable so important to being an artist, right?
Yeah.
You're just kind of exposing, you know, a part of a nerve, if you will, that others need to be encouraged to expose as well. And that's kind of where the therapy comes in, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, I'm not gonna, like, I write a lot of sad songs, you know? And I think, I mean, and they're introspective, you know, that's just kind of how they come
You go
out.
somewhere, though, that is hard for some people to go to. So hopefully you're guiding them to that spot that they need to go to, too.
I mean, it's not for everybody, but, you know.
No, that's great, though. All right, so you have some shows here in Idaho. Actually, a really healthy list, if you will.
Yes, I do.
You're going all the way here from Boise. I know you go north to Moscow.
Yeah.
You're gonna end in McCall. You do 2 stints in McCall and a little stopover in Idaho Falls. You're all over.
I'm all over the place.
You're all over, Brian.
Yes.
They got you busy and hopping.
Yeah.
Really quick, tell us about your latest album.
The latest album is called 13 Songs About Driving Nowhere in Alphabetical Order, which is a terrible name for an album because it's a mouthful. And I mean, it's just kind of it was written, I should say there are not 13 songs on it, and they're not in alphabetical order, but it's kind of it was written at a chaotic time in my life, and the title of the album kind of explains the chaos that was happening at the time. And a lot of it has to do with family and growing up in Northern California and kind of being there at the time and helping with my sister who was ill at the time, and kind of all these different things kind of culminated into this album.
I love how genuine you are with your approach to art. Very, very authentic, very real.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's it's kind of a breath of fresh air, if you will.
Thanks.
So Brian, people can come see you. We shared that list. If they want to know more about your music, though, where can they go?
They can go to oceanographymusic.com.
Wonderful. And without further ado, we're going to introduce one of your music videos. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Monterey.
Traffic slow, can't stay